everybody? It's the coach, and you're tuned into Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right this ship here a little bit.
They're teetered a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, things haven't gone exactly according to plan.
Wolfman Lewis, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for stopping by. Here we are, another episode of the Dennis Ford My Career right here on Madden 19. Missed any of the other episodes there available on the channel in the playlist. Let's get back to the fundamentals here. See if we can do something here with this.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Incomplete.
Loose. It's incomplete.
Wow. Okay.
Nice play there to force incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, when you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
What the fudge are you throwing to, Garofalo? Good gravy and grits. So the Niners will have to punt it here. If I could get rid of Garofalo, I would, folks.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 4 catches, 79 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defense had better focus on.
Here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
3rd and inches.
Only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 6 on the pick there as the drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of it.
Going deep.
Now a clash of
Oh,
bodies.
come on.
Intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
field goal of 50 yards.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Again, incomplete.
Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th.
The Niners will have to punt it again here. 39-yard punt. Not a good punt by Pete. Not a good punt. They got another field goal.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here come the Niners.
And they'll go on the ground. And
Denny.
get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to get up on the run and shut them down.
And he's got the first before he's brought down.
6 rushes, 15 yards for Denny. Not very good today.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
12 yards here as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to pass now, Garoppolo. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped
3rd and 3, I believe he got the first down. He did.
By the defense.
His first catch good for 8 and a first down. This
A 2-minute warning.
offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They're never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way.
Incomplete again.
Case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed.
Here comes the field goal unit. 45 yards, good by Graham Collins. That is a shocker. Incomplete pass. A sack. Just exactly what we needed there. And there you have it.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just
incomplete pass.
You described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some.
Jimmy Garoppolo, folks, needs to get out of there. That's just.
They don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From midfield, here's Garoppolo.
Sacked.
Here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Clever defensive guy. Now, it's a quarterback 3rd and long. You really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming.
Timeout.
Because it seems to be working pretty well.
Yeah, and it's 4th down, and the Niners will have to punt it here. "23 yards to Codwell. 23 yards again. Sacked. 13 yards on the reception, and that starts the second half. Trey Mealy, is it? Oh, we lost 2 yards. Here come the Niners.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And on the ground,
and Denny was met right there as soon as he went to go around.
Sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get
37 yards on the punt. Not good at all. Good gravy and grits. Seven yard. 5 yards. Penalty flag didn't do good justice. Another field goal.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or
going deep.
His leg to keep it warm.
Incomplete again.
From the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result. Garoppolo now, and his throw is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one. No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The Niners will have to punt it yet again. 43 yards on the punt, incomplete pass. 5 yards. 18 yards. Another field goal. Wait, now that's a touchdown. And a 2-point conversion.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down. That's 4th. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
On 1st down, Garoppolo throwing middle, and it's complete.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter, folks.
But not before he works it past the 50. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL.
So, folks, tell me what you think. I'm thinking shades of Marcus Mariota
Football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind
over there in Tennessee when Denny struggled, when the Titans struggled to win because of Mariota.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Garoppolo now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly
by the face mask.
Flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback.
Denny's in.
That's the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score.
Kick is up. It is good. Extra point attempt by Graham Rollins. And here we go with 5:02 left to play. Touchback. 3-yard rush. 20 yards on the reception. The Dolphins driving. Oh, there's a sack. That's exactly what we needed. Okay, here we go. With 3:56 remaining in the game, the Niners trying to tie this ball game at 17 apiece.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Incomplete.
And his throw here is incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
White 20! Black 80! White. 12!
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis.
Pettis got hurt on that. It's not good.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
Incomplete.
Middle, and it's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Wide open receiver complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Garoppolo again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
2-minute warning.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And they'll run it here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Right back to him on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
12.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolls.
Here we go, folks.
Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
We need the offensive line to push here, folks.
This is a big play, 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Denny's in.
That's Ford. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there in the final minute. And the 49ers are within an extra point of time.
The extra point of tying it up. Graham Rollins' extra point is good. 47 seconds remaining. Touchback. Negative on the rush. 5 yards on the rush. And that's the end of regulation. And here we go as they will get the kickoff. 8 yards on the reception. -2. Pass knocked away. They will punt it, and we will get the ball back.
short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends.
Oh, Denny tried. He got nailed.
Everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field.
Incomplete again.
The tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they
Fourth
felt
and
they
8.
didn't have time or what the case was.
Well,
Gonna have to punt it, folks. 4th and 8. 64 yards on the punt. Fair catch. The Niners will take over here.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
how about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Gotta be careful though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive and just give up something easy and cheap.
Nice one there by Garoppolo.
As opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed.
Incomplete.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end.
So what happens here?
Not in this situation. How about the...
Here comes Graham Rollins.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Niners, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So
there you have it, folks. The Niners get back in the win column with that one. They had to fight for it, but they got back in the win column with that one. Had to fight for that win, but it is good. So next week against the Seahawks, week number 11 against the Seahawks, trying to crawl back into the number 1 spot. Denny, folks, for those of you that don't know, Denny has been in the league for 10 years now and is yet to get a Super Bowl ring. Started off his career with the Cleveland Browns there for a few years, then moved on to the Titans for a few years, and here he is with the San Francisco 49ers. So the Niners are 4-5, trying to get back into it. Like I said, we got the Cardinals on our trail. They are 4-1. They tied. We will get an opportunity to take on the Rams in Week 14, but we need to win these next 3 games here against Seattle, Atlanta, and New England. If you're new, folks, do me a favor, scratch those claw marks on the bottom right hand corner of your screen, sniff and bite it to the bell icon, become part of the notification squad. Do not forget to put a like to the video. It's much appreciated. Remember, always stay hungry. Hungry like the wolf. Ow! I am out.